Hi and welcome to the KC Conversation. In this video, I'll be talking about a tribal people that live in the Nallamala forests of Andhra Pradesh in India. These people are called the Chenchus. The Chenchus are an indigenous tribe with a population of close to about 60,000. They have documented records that suggest that they have inhabited these forests for more than 1,000 years. They speak the Chenchu language, which does not have a script. This language is related to ancient Dravidian languages. Modern Chenchus also speak Telugu, which is a language that is spoken in Andhra Pradesh. The tribe believe that they are descendants of Lord Shiva and hence frequent the Sri Sailam temple that is dedicated to Lord Shiva. The Chenchus claim to have managed the temple for centuries and safeguarded all the jewels, precious metals and treasures within the temple. However, when the government took control of the temple, they construed the Chenchus of being thieves and having sinister intentions. The Chenchus suggest that these accusations are false and are made out of a desperate attempt by the government to retain control of the temple. The tribe live in small villages called paintas, and each painter has an elder called Gotra. The Gotra of each village is the head of that village and he is responsible for it. He makes important decisions and always has the final word. There are currently 26 known Gotras. The close family members of the Gotra live within close proximity to his house. The extended family and friends live farther away. When the Gotra passes away, the village believes that he becomes a deity and they pray to the dead Gotra as they would to a god. The Chenchus are a matriarchal tribe. Polygamy, divorce and widow remarriage are quite prevalent amongst the tribesmen. The Chenchus eat meat, insects, root and plants. Their staple is sorghum and rotis that are made from jawar. Although they are hunter-gatherers, the Chenchus live in perfect harmony with the animals in the forest that they live in. They hunt with bamboo bows and arrows, and the animals that they hunt are usually wild boar, deer, chicken, rats, squirrels, small birds, rabbits and lizards. The tribe act as protectors of the forests and the animals within it. They have tremendous respect for the animals that they hunt and they give them a kind death. If the animal or a bird has not reached the age of maturity, they let it go back into the forest. They also make sure that none of the food is wasted and they consume the meat sparingly. The Chenchus are expert trackers and hunters. They are extremely fond of honey and they specialize in tracking and extracting 5 different kinds of beehives. These beehives are within tree barks, branches of trees, on the top of tall trees, on the rocky slopes of mountains or hills, and also beehives that are underground. Selected Chenchus are often called upon by educators and academics for their expertise in forest biology, understanding the movement of animals, distribution of flora in the forests, and tracking and hunting. The tribe has a way of equal distribution with regards to the food that they consume. Meat, vegetables, fruit, honey, grains and so forth are all distributed amongst tribesmen within the painta and neighboring paintas as well. The government has declared the forests where the Chenchus live as a tiger reserve. They are also constantly pressuring the tribes to relocate and assimilate into modern society. However, the tribe is reluctant because it is not inclined to a materialistic lifestyle and they strongly believe that modern society is governed by greed, selfish motives and is shameless in the sense that there is no mercy for those who have less. The Chenchus claim that they have enjoyed much more freedom under the British rule and when India became independent, they lost all that freedom. The forests have been their home for a millennium, and if the tribe were forced to leave, they would die of depression, discomfort, and unknown illnesses that they do not know of because these tribesmen do not have the same immune system like people who live in civilized society. In fact, even the thought of moving out of the forest is quite frightening to them. The tribe have been wrongly accused of threatening the population of wild animals. The Chenchus deny all such allegations and insist that they treat animals as they would their own family members and are not culturally inclined to harming animals. The tribe acts as natural forest officers and they protect the forests from poachers, illegal hunters and other invaders. They are the original caretakers and have been so for centuries. The tribe insists that the world should consider them as a wild species but in a human form. And as wild species are allowed to live in their own environment, the Chenchu should be allowed to live in the forests. Most importantly, the Chenchus claim that they would fight until their last breath to protect their forests, and they would die to preserve their way of life and would not leave even if they were forced to. To reiterate, I chose to speak about the Chenchus because a close friend of mine lived with them for a significant amount of time. And although the Chenchus are quite different from us because they live differently, they have different principles. However, they are so much like us. They take care of each other, they're warm, they're kind, and most importantly, they have skills, values, and their way of life, which is so unique that it deserves to be protected. This is where I will end my video. Thank you for listening to the KC Conversation and have a good day.